Today we're going to be attempting to repair these, the PIFCO LED electronic lights. So I was supposed to do this video a few weeks ago, just never got a chance because I misplaced the spare parts that I needed. Just tidy everything up, got my solder, the soldering wire, a couple of screwdrivers. This is an Antex soldering iron. It's just set at 30 watts. I've had it for years. I remember using something very similar in school, and you can get parts for them to this day. They're really easy to maintain, and you know, they're good, solid, reliable. I know there's more modern equivalents that are much better these days, but it does what I need it to do. Here's our replacement capacitors. Thanks to all the hints, tips and help in the comments section on the original video. That video actually hit 1,000 views, which is amazing for this channel. I was warned that these are pulse sensitive, so to be careful with them. Let's see how well the old camera zoom does. So you can see from the leads, they're two different sizes, a bit like an LED. The longer lead is positive, shorter lead is negative, and on this one it actually denotes negative or 0 pointing down. So that's our negative lead. Just got to find the corresponding ones on this. So let's see if they started magically working while stored. No, still snafu'd. This screw here is just turning in its socket, so I need to get it out. So once that goes back in, it ain't come back out again. And there we go. Our parts exposed, and there we go. It's marked negative there, and this one here, and this one here. It should be good to go. Actually, well, hopefully, we'll soon find out. Got our soldering iron warmed up. So we'll get this first one out. Negatives facing up. Most definitely should have brought my helping hands, but what can you do? Okay, there's one out. A new cap. Okay, there's one in. Again, this isn't my forte. I can solder, but it's not something I've done for a while. Oh, came out a lot easier. too much solder on that. Oh, get off there. I made a mess of it, didn't I? Right, there's that one. Okay. And there's the last one out. And we need to just tidy up these terminals. Right, that's that all tidied up. Right, now we need to test. Right. Fingers crossed. And it's still not working. Still doing the exact same thing it was doing when it was broke. I think I'll just go around and check all the joints are soldered properly. Checked all connectors and I can't see anything out of place. All the wires are intact. There's no broken cables. I'm just completely baffled for why they don't work. But at least we've replicated the problem. Replacing the caps didn't fix it, but it also didn't make it worse. So they're still not working. So I can only assume one of these 3-pin chips that I suppose have to do with the timing and the sequence of the lights. They're probably one of the issues, but again, I have no idea where to start. At this point, what are we going to do? Just replace every single component on here and hope for the best? I don't even know what a lot of these are. I couldn't even guess. I'd have to get me book out and figure out what the values are for all these little resistors. We're already a couple of quid in, so maybe it is just a matter of replacing parts until it's fixed. So I'll have to have a look at these and see what they are, and then maybe try and find some and then replace all of those. I mean, we've started, we might as well finish. But if anybody else has any ideas, then let us know in the comments below and we'll pick this one up again. Hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was a failure. As you know, we always post the failures. We never edit them to make it look like, oh look, we fixed it. If it's a failure, it's a failure, and we're all here to share it together. So, hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you.